Good evening. So we will be discussing about the syllabus agroforestry, social forestry, green revolution and white revolution for today. Then the two questions. Question number one, discuss the scope of replication of white revolution in India. Right? See, they have been asking about only two things here. One, what is the scope and how to replicate with respect to white revolution. This can be interpreted in two ways. Whether white revolution can be again brought in within that, right? That can be one interpretation, but the most possible interpretation is whatever the features of white revolution that has been available, can I replicate the similar idea in different fields? Is there a scope available for that? This is the idea of the question, right? And if you do know, given 15-mark questions, so a brief intro can be given with respect to white revolution, also called as Operation Flood, which has been started in 1950s by Dr. Verghese Kurian in Anand city of Gujarat, where Amul, Anand Milk Union Limited came into respect to it. Right? So these are the features. Cooperative model of dairy, modern technology in animal husbandry, milk processing, government policy support, availability of resources, market demand, participation of farmers, all kinds of farmers, and more importantly, that also took place in the regions of rural parts of the regions. Right? So cottage, rural-based industries also came with respect to it. Now we are going to replicate, right? So these features, keep it in mind and try to put it in the areas of poultry, fishery, horticulture, even renewable energy. They never said agriculture alone in the question, right? So you can also put it in agriculture, renewable energy areas, or any other parts to increase the production, income, to reduce the cost of production, and bring in modern technology. That's the idea to bring in. And what are the, if I have to replicate, these are the things that has to be done. Right? If you're going to write with respect to an example, corporate model, cooperative model has to be brought in, how poultry systems can be connected, and cooperative model will be required. Modern technology, explain with respect to model correction technology for fisheries, or take each and every system and explain with respect to it, or each and every team explain in one or the other areas. Then will be there. Write geography for it, how the processing and value addition will add value to horticulture industries. The government policies which has been supporting with respect to funding, there you can speak with respect to the schemes, right? Second question, in spite of various negative impacts of green revolution, there is a demand. So two things here. One, there is a negative impact in the green revolution that has been there, but still we have to go for the new green revolution or second green revolution or evergreen revolution. That's the idea of it. So give a brief intro of the green revolution. Within that green revolution, negative impacts will be one is focused on rice and wheat. Only certain regions has been benefited. Soil fertility is lost, decline in water table, stagnating agriculture productivity. All those are the negative impacts of the green revolution. Yet we have been going with respect to second green revolution or the new green revolution because this is what we discussed in the class as problems of Indian agriculture, right? Low agricultural productivity compared to the world countries. You do have the data for rice, wheat, or other crops with respect to India and comparing countries. You can say about that. Environment sustainability, whereas large amount of agrochemicals has been used, whereas that has been affecting with respect to environment, human health. We also spoke about the earlier questions a couple of days before with respect to human health and agrochemicals. With respect to biodiversity, all those can be there. So that is one another. Food and nutritional security, regional imbalances where the green revolution focused on only on high fertile crops, high amount of water available regions, where the dryland farming regions with less amount of water availability, the crops which has been of pulses, oil seeds, millets, all those has been neglected. So regional imbalances are existing high in the primary sector across the country. So the next green revolution should address the regional imbalance. When you have been writing about regional imbalance, write that particular part. Focus on all important crops, not just rice and wheat. This will be improving the income of the farmers. So you can speak about how social development, economic development, women empowerment, child marriages, TFR rates, all those can be reduced. You can speak with respect to it. Then you can speak with respect to more productions, more export orientations can be taking place. So GDP contribution can be there. And when we export, there will also be fiscal deficit can also be reduced. Our import dependency will also be reducing with respect to it. We have pulse villages, we have pulse development schemes, pulse crop schemes has been available. This will reduce the poverty and social economic development. So you can picture with respect to give an idea of how it should be present with respect to it, right? State by state, give geographical examples and go on in these areas, right? And the questions for tomorrow, we'll have a syllabus of dryland farming, aquaculture, sericulture, apiculture, poultry, agricultural regionalization, agroclimatic zones, and agroecological zones. Two questions. One, correlate the agroclimatic zone with the agroecological regions of India. 20-mark questions. Right. Second is significance of dryland farming in drought-prone areas of India. Dryland farming in drought-prone areas of India. Thank you. See you tomorrow.